Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you some book recommendations. So get on a couch, get cozy, grab some tea or coffee, and let's talk books. Number 1, we got Jane Eyre. If you guys don't know, this book is written by Charlotte Bronte, first published in 1847. This book is about a girl, and she is an orphan, and then she becomes a governess. And it has some romance, some sadness, some gothic, almost kind of creepiness. There's some mystery. It's just a really good novel, beautifully written. Some of my favorite quotes from this book are, "I would rather be happy than dignified. A beauty neither of fine color, nor long eyelash, nor penciled brow, but of meaning, of movement, of radiance. Life appears to me too short to be spent in nursing animosity or registering wrongs." The next book is Thomas Hardy's Far from the Madding Crowd. This was a great story. I just read this recently, but it's about a shepherd who goes and works on this farm. There's like this love triangle going on, but the overall writing and descriptions of this book is phenomenal. It's very poetic. Overall, a beautiful story. I really enjoyed it. The next book is Marcus Zusak, The Book Thief. The book is so good. It is so well written. It is so descriptive. There's some intense foreshadowing, and not to give anything away, but the author personifies death, and it's death talking the entire book. He narrates the entire book, and it's centered in 1939 Nazi Germany. Read it. The next one I would recommend is by Kristen Hanna, The Nightingale. I don't know if you guys have read Kristen Hanna. Her writing style is amazing. So the story is about two sisters in Nazi-occupied France. I cried so much in this book. It's so good, guys. You should read it. The next book is called Educated by Tara Westover. This book is an autobiography, so it's a true story about this girl's life. She was born in the middle of nowhere to these parents who didn't believe in healthcare, school system. They basically thought that they were all against them. It was intense, and it's crazy that this was a true story. And so it basically shows her struggle with growing older and realizing that some of the things that her parents have told her are a little bit weird. So she comes out of that situation and goes and gets a degree at Cambridge. She went through so much, but she overcame so much. It's a great story, and she's a great writer. Next, we have another historical fiction World War II book, All the Light We Cannot See, by Anthony Doerr. There's one girl who lives in France with her dad, and then there's this other boy who lives in Germany, and he actually becomes part of Hitler Youth, but he's like, what's going on? And then it takes like two perspectives on their path. Some of my favorite quotes from this book are, "So how, children, does the brain which lives without a spark of light build for us a world full of light? At least, out on the beaches, her privation and fear are rinsed away by wind and color and light." And for me, the title just kind of like brought it all together in the end, because even in the midst of this war-torn city, there is still light. It's like the stories that we don't hear about during the war, so it's really good. This next one I do not own. I read the audiobook, The Little Book of Hygge. It is about the Danish way of living. They are all about togetherness, being with those you love, doing things you love. They're about comfort and living life to the fullest and being present in the moment. And it's just really good writing, and I was left like so inspired. Great book, 5 out of 5. The next book I would recommend is a book called God's Smuggler by Brother Andrew, and it's a true story written by him. He was a missionary. He smuggled Bibles across borders to get them into the hands of people that had never even read a Bible. And this book was just so encouraging. He just risked everything to follow Christ, but I think I read this in a day. It was so good. The next book I would recommend, Emma by Jane Austen. I'm a huge Jane Austen fan. If you don't know the story, it's a young girl who lives with her father in England, and it just kind of takes you through her basically like childish ways, and then she kind of like grows up and stuff, but there's like a lot of romance, and it's great. You should read it. Plus, the adaptation of the book is so cute, so good. Enjoy. You're welcome. Lastly, North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. This book was really good. I first watched the 4-part series on Netflix, and then I read the book. Both are amazing. The book is set in 1830s, I believe, England, and it's about this girl named Margaret with her parents, and she lives in the South, in the country, and then her dad is a clergyman, and then he basically leaves the church and goes and they move to the North. Now the North is all the factories, and it's when cotton is starting to be made, and so she meets a man who is a manager of a cotton factory, and they kind of have like this North and South rivals, but in the end they come together. I'm a sucker for classics. I would definitely recommend that book. I hope you guys like these recommendations. Let me know, are you a reader? Have you read any of the books that I mentioned? If so, did you like them? Did you not? Let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.